What's good with y'all? Fully focused, back out of the building, right? Another video. So today I want to talk about more of being true to yourself, right? This is more of a message instead of a lesson. Being true to yourself and, never fold. The concept is really the never fold. I got this dude's brand, which I really shouldn't be sponsoring, but my boy got it, right? And it has the idea of never fold. And realistically, why I wear it, right? Why he wears it too. Because when we say, we'll never fold, is that, you can't succumb to the pressure or, change yourself or lose your true self in order to get a situation off your back that's not in your favor, right? Listen, when, you are applying for like a job or something, at the end of the day, you don't change yourself for, the job, right? Before I talked about where Miles Monroe said, there's your life and your job and your work. Your job is what they pay you to do, right? And then your work is what you were born to do. So, your work will craft your persona. This goes to a lot of men. This obviously goes into a lot of RP content as well, if they want to go towards, the women route. Don't change yourself or do yourself in order to get some boom. The same thing goes in with life, right? You don't want to change yourself to please somebody else if you're not pleasing yourself. You yourself foremost are your own priority. And, at the end of the day, people are always going to have an opinion on you, no matter what. There's the room saying, if you are liked by everybody in the room, then most likely you do not like yourself or you're doing something wrong. When you're getting hated on, that means that, you're doing something right. And having your own peace of mind is a lot better, rather than trying to get everyone else's peace of mind to be pleased, because at the end of the day, people are going to be talking about your back regardless. And you're going to realize, throughout time, you have, let's say, your friend group right now. You have your friend group now, but I guarantee you over 95 or even 97%, maybe even 98% of them are actually going to talk bad about you behind your back, in a destructive way. Well, actually, if I say talk bad behind your back, yeah. Obviously, if they say it to your face, obviously with the constructive criticism, that's completely different for me. That's something that, they're saying to other people, what they said to you. And understand if they are releasing private information about you that you don't want, necessarily people that shouldn't know, because you shouldn't do something that you don't want people to find out. People will find out regardless, but having unnecessary people or something that you want to keep low key, right? And then somehow it becomes high key. Those are the people that's gonna make up most of your friend group or people that you associate with as more than acquaintances, whatever terminology that you like to use. So when you do level up, right, and you're on your purpose, you're on your grind, that obviously will be automatically instilled, when you want to get to the next step, you have to make the sacrifices, the necessary actions in order to make it to that next step, which will then shape your mindset to what, your belief system, to what will best suit you and your lifestyle, right? But understand that it's not always an easy road, right? And despite the fact that you will realize that there's people that don't have your best interests at heart, despite how big or gladly they want to portray that it isn't, the concept is true, is you can never fold, never succumb to that pressure. You will will have your current belief system will be shattered in order to create a new and better belief system. Your values will change. That's the process of what happens with the lifestyle. And you know, when you want to do something that you've never done before, or like, you know, maybe try a new skill, right? For me, coding. At first, right, I was told to do coding years and years and years ago, maybe even early as 18. Actually, no, I was exposed even in high school. In high school, my senior year, I didn't even take a coding class, and I went in and what was it? The teacher was hella cool. It was like, I think it was C++. Yeah, I didn't even do, you know, C++. I just sat down a couple times, man, and I messed with that teacher too, because he put some work. I just messed around with it, and you know, naturally, I didn't really know what I was doing per se, because I just dropped in the middle of the quarter or the semester or whatever, right? I just dropped in the middle of the semester. This was high school, so this was divided into first session, two session, some of those classes, right? But I was still somewhat naturally gifted. Like, the look on his eyes, I see it back now. He's like, yo, bro, you are smart. Even though I don't really deem myself as that. That's what he was saying, right? So I didn't really acknowledge that until years later. This is like what? I might have been, man, I'll say 17, so 5 years later. Or about 5 years later, man. I now I'm starting to realize, right, that can sort of be it became even a passion of mine. And how did my belief system change? When I wake up in the morning, right, the first thing I do, or one of the first things I do, is I spend at least like half an hour, or maybe 20 minutes at the least, right? 20 minutes at the least, half an hour, or even an hour when I'm going in, right? I always just try to learn more and more and more. Do some practice, right? With coding, you know, challenges, capstones, and all that. Code Academy, you feel me? And it got me to wake up, right? Some days I still don't want to wake up, right? But I still wake up in the morning. And the first thing I got to do before I'll go to work or school is that I got to get this practice. I got to get this work in. No matter how much time it is, I always got to learn something. And it drives you, you know, throughout your day. And it got to my belief system is that I hold myself accountable, man. And, you know, despite some days, some concepts are a lot more easier to learn than others. But no matter the fact, right, no matter where I'm at, I can never fold. Some people may be ahead of me. Some people may talk down about me. Some people say, oh, he doesn't know anything about it, you know, but I know what I know what I got, right? And be confident in yourself, and don't succumb to the pressure that other people will try to apply to you, that try to apply into your life. It's crazy that most people want to have a similar belief system. That's what society is, right? This general belief system that everybody must follow through, or is a general influencer towards a large population, right, in a crowd, in a certain demographic, right? And when you differentiate from that, people will then tend to try to put you in exile or on the opposite end of the spectrum. So that's why you have to develop, you know, once you have that, you develop the us versus them mentality, right? Learn to be alone. You know, how to build a skill, how to create principles for yourself. You know, these are all videos, and this is not coming from my memory too. This is coming from my memory, man. From what I dropped before. All those will eventually, you know, be put into practice. And once it's put into practice, right, then it's be put into test. Once you put into test, you pass the exam, you pass the test. And once you do that, now you apply, right? You're fully certified, right? You're fully focused certified. I put that stamp. So never fold under the pressure. And I had a video before of college one, right? tips about going to college, but this applies to anybody that's all ages. Obviously, this is directed towards men, but this could be women too, and people of all ages at this point, something that Eric Thomas says, don't cry to give up, cry and keep going, you feel me? A true leader, a true warrior, right, cries, right, may shed a tear, something like that, and then they move up and then move on, emotions, we're human, it's inevitable at the end of the day. If you feel bad, take a moment or two, let it out, and then keep going, so never fold under the pressure. And that's what happens when you come through life. The greatest gift that God can give you is adversity, because you either change or you stay the same. So that's something I want to give, just as this is my transition period, and I'm going to see things see new things and meet old people that will try to put on the same challenges onto me. I just want people, especially as we are going into the final stages of 2021. A lot of 2021 has been passed through. We're going to be on our 9th month, right? So the last 4 months, the last 4 months are really defining moments. How do we want to end this year, right? 2020, right, was the year of realization, right? It was the year of growth. I would say, the year of realization. 2021 was, the year of growth. This we have to make this the year of growth. What we want to do, and I know it's early now, but 2022, we want to make this the year of breakthrough. We realize what we were. We realize our potential in 2021, right? We set the foundation once we realized that. 2020, 2021, right? We put in the work, we put in the growth, we become better in ourselves, right? 2022, obviously we're gonna have that growth. We want to become better than we were yesterday, become better than we were last month. Always try to be 0.01% better, right? Always try to strive for success. Always try to be faithfully committed to greatness. But it will be the year of breakthrough, and we will get breakthroughs going, because that's what happens when you put in the work. You get rewarded. So never fold under the pressure, right? And everybody put 1.1% better every day, faithfully committed to greatness. And I'm out, y'all. Peace.